6 till 10. Business Express, brought to you by InterSwitch.
Good morning, YouTube. How you doing?
You can depend on.
And it is a Tech Friday edition of Business Express because it's a feel-good Friday on Smooth Breakfast. You know the two voices to expect for Friday. Rotus every day on Business Express. Good morning.
Good morning, Sope. Good morning, all our viewers. Good morning. I keep saying viewers, listeners and viewers. And
that's because we're streaming live on YouTube. Okay,
right,
so listeners
right.
and viewers. And of course, Fisayo Durojaiye is with us for today. Hi, Fisayo. How you doing?
I'm very well. Good morning, Sope. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, everywhere you're watching from.
Exactly. Good morning, wherever you're watching or listening from, and welcome to Tech Friday, the edition where we get to talk about all the stuff that's happening when it comes to innovation, when it comes to these different approaches to business, and all of that. So make sure you join the conversation on youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. You can leave a comment up on the live stream when we're talking about innovative ways to get your comments across. And you can also send your WhatsApp messages in to 0809 444 981. We've tweeted about this up on @smooth981FM on Twitter. So join us there. Use the hashtag BusinessExpress981. And of course, tag Rotus in. He is at Rotanquote. Okay, so people, the topic of today, as I put it up on YouTube, was unlinked SIM chaos, made in Nigeria drones, and Elon Musk takes over Twitter. Oh my, what's going on? A lot.
A whole lot. Yeah, I'll try to get through it as quickly as possible. But yeah, Fisayo, the order came in, I think, from the NCC to mobile network operators to bar any phone lines that were still not linked to the NIN. And it looks like there's been a bit of an uproar. But has the government not given Nigerians enough time to link their SIM to the NIN? This has been going on for more than a year. What do you think?
I think linking, by the way, I still can make calls on my phone. So I'm a victim.
So you're one of them.
No, well, you can't be victim shaming me, right? So I am the victim here. So one thing we need to know, right, is the fact that first, the process for the registration of the NIN is fraught. Let me use the political word. Is fraught with irregularities, right? It's difficult to get your NIN done because you register in Lagos and then something happens in the machine, then you have to come back because Abuja is something. It's just a difficult process, right? So I think my own biggest problem is that I've not been able to complete the NIN registration itself. Yes, I have a BVN that gave me some NIN type number, but of course, NIN is saying that I have to physically come and then recapture to do some validation, and of course, that has not been practically possible for me to do. So, and I guess they're not linking my SIM card to my BVN generated NIN. So again, it's a big problem in there. So I'm trying to figure out how to solve that. I've not been able to solve it for a long time, but so I think those are some of the technical challenges that many people face, in the country. I remember when my family members had to do theirs, we had to practically carry a toddler, not a toddler, a baby, 3 months old, to ensure that we get past the line so that she can get our NIN done and the baby too can get his NIN done. So it was a decision because we know that, yes, if you go through, have to sit down, wait for queues for days, you probably never get it done, right? And I think that those are some of the things that people are facing. People are still having queues. If you go to Ikeja, if you go to where the NIN registration has been done, people are still sitting down there waiting for the NIN registration. So I don't know how you're expecting a link of something that many people still don't have, right? So again, it's one of those things. And of course, some people have actually linked theirs or assume that they've linked it, and then somehow they still got, their outgoing calls still was restricted. So again, there's a lot of technical issues in between, that needs to be addressed.
So I can't even lie. I tried to link mine across, there were different ways that you could link. And I did all of that and still nothing. No response.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too.
Linking into the void. Yeah.
So
wow.
Okay. So the point at which the NCC said that you could go to your mobile network operator, that is for was that for linking? This is the initial. The issue here is the initial registration has to be done at an NIN.
Yes. NIMC office. Yeah.
So okay, you see, I thought that you could go to your mobile network operator, do the registration there and the link there, and then everything is fine.
Well, yes, some mobile network operators have abilities to be able to link, but not all their centers.
But
to register for NIN. Sorry, to register for NIN. To register for NIN, yes.
Some of them allow you.
Some of them are, but again, I've been to the one in Ikeja before, and then of course they'll have one network issue. It's not going through. It's not happening now. Come back tomorrow. Like nobody has time for that, right?
Fisayo, do you think we're just going to be living in a data world right now? People will just be making calls on data.
I don't know. I sincerely do not know. So I'm trying to figure out. I'll try to figure it. I'm coming to the island today, trying to see if I can do anything about it. I've been trying, but hey, it's what it is, right? So we are back to the Stone Age.
Stone Age. And it's unfortunate because I got very lucky. I did my own, it was 2 or 3 years ago, and I didn't even go anywhere. I can't mention the bank, but a bank was going to different offices to register people for NIN. I just happened to go beside that restaurant we eat at every Friday. I went downstairs to go and eat there. And they just called me and said, "Oh, Rotus, we're doing NIN registration. Do you want to do your..." So while I was waiting for my food, I just went, they had the captive for the camera. They did everything and they did it right there. So why can't that now be, can't the NIN, NIMC outsource that to banks or whatever to go to people's offices or meet them at their home? That can be expensive, as opposed to making people come to the office. It looks like it's a whole convoluted process, and our population is working against us because there's so many people.
No. I think that the management of the system, these are people that have not coordinated, maybe an assembly before, try to coordinate 200 million people to register for something. Again, it doesn't work like that, right? Who says that the banks cannot register you for NIN? Who says that you can't physically? The same way BVN was never like this. We all register for BVN. We have to physically capture. We have to physically go to our bank branches and get these things done. And it took less than months to get all of these things done because the technology works. The banks were doing the job, and it was easy and straightforward for everyone. Now you see one corner shop somewhere, come and register your NIN. If you mistakenly walk into those corner shops and they take your data once and it doesn't go through, they have to go to Abuja to go and fix it. What kind of nonsense is that? Or you have to figure out someone that knows someone at NIN that will help you go through, it's just a difficult process. Make this thing, easy for people to do. Let telcos register everywhere. Let the banks do the registration. Let people that know how to do these things do it. It's not, it's for me, I think it's where the biggest problem is, right? But again, we'll figure it out as we go on.
Gents, we've got about 4 minutes and we still need to talk Made in Nigeria drones and Elon Musk. But real quick, Elon has sent in a message saying NIN registration has been decentralized and outsourced. And
so why isn't it being fixed then, if that's the case? If it's been decentralized and outsourced, then why do we have 75 million people who have been barred from their lines? So is it that the awareness is not there? If that's exactly what I just asked. If it was decentralized and you could do registration at offices and so on, then we wouldn't have this problem. So something is wrong somewhere,
Like I said, those corner shops, if you mistakenly go there, you would never get an NIN done. I can assure you, because I know that happened to people that I know that they have to start going to the NIN registration office in Alausa Ikeja or in Ikeja for days to try and fix the problem that those boys caused him. So please, I don't advise anyone to go there. If you want to get your registration done, go to go to the source and maybe carry a baby or carry a pregnant person so that you can go through. I'm telling you.
Fisayo, we need to move on, but very quickly, Sister Delgado says the first thing NIMC should have done is to synchronize the database of the first phase of the identity management project and then ask banks to register new people. Whilst Lenin says maybe because that is how the registration was designed. Your point of using banks is so valid, but somehow it's not suitable. All right, let's go on.
All right, Elon Musk, real quick. The board seats on Twitter, and what do you make of it, Fisayo?
I mean, he said the next board meeting on Twitter is going to be lit, you know, with some weed in his mouth. I mean, it's going to be lit. I guess. So I read some article recently about Jack saying that it contributed to the centralization of the internet, right? And he takes the blame. You know, I was in that for yesterday about trying to ensure that the internet behaves in a certain way, you know, by centralizing rather than decentralizing it, right, or further decentralizing it. And I think that this is one of the the things that Elon Musk would do differently. I mean, why do we still tweet at Jack? Well, Jack is the founder, so but Elon Musk is now the largest individual shareholder in the business, and that wields a lot of power. I remember him tweeting about having edit button, and of course the CEO of Twitter the consequences of this poll will be far greater or something like that, because now Elon Musk is not just a Twitter user; he has influence to within the company, and I'm really hoping, because when a board is faced in a certain direction, when all the board members seem that it makes sense to take away the access of the President of the United States of America, when all of the board thinks that it's okay to delete people's tweets because you don't like what they said, when the board thinks that it's okay to suspend people because they tweeted the things you don't like. I mean, all of these things makes absolutely no sense, and of course, after you figure, I mean, when Twitter thinks that, the story of Hunter Biden's laptop and things is not newsworthy because it works against the president's election or Biden's election, and then restricted the access of that on Twitter. When all of that is happening in a company, right, and someone that thinks differently joins the company, again, that is going to be a very difficult board situation to have, right? So, and I think that at some point we all need to gather around and ask ourselves whether we want to continue, with this, with the way Twitter has been handling over the years. So I guess Elon Musk is going to just, try to face a very different board, a very different thinking, even though he's the largest shareholder in the business. And I think that's going to be a very difficult conversation to have. But hey, we'll figure it out when we get there, I guess.
And look at that. We didn't have time to talk about made in Nigeria drones. One word, people. One word. Just one word on this.
It's good. It's good for Nigeria.
Okay, and that's all we have time for, but make sure you just go up on Twitter and YouTube so you can catch the replay, but on Twitter as well, find at Rotanquote and at Durojaiye Fisayo, right? Did I get that right?
Fisayo.
Oh, sorry, Aremo Fisayo. Yes, yeah. Aremo Fisayo and at Rotanquote, and of course we are at Smooth 981 FM. People, I can't wait to do this again next Friday. Hashtag Tech Friday. Till then, see ya. All right, and that is that for Business Express. Coming up, I've got some great music for you, starting off with Money on Her Mind, Aramide featuring Sultan on Fumi Lower. You get that to look forward to. Business Express.